so today I'm going to be teaching you guys some controller tips and how to actually get better on controller. I'm going to be giving you guys my settings, and I'm going to be giving you guys some tips of how to use smart peaks and just like get better in general. So the first tip is, look, so camera, come here. He's gonna be my example for this video. Okay, so let's say he's boxed up, right? Let's say he's boxed up. And then I took his wall. You see, he doesn't have a cone in his box, so this is a smart peek. You could do that and then place a cone in his box and then shoot him. Or if he didn't have a cone in his box, you have to be smart. You could do a mongrel classic, but mongrel classics aren't smart, so you could do this with a mongrel classic to make it like more smart. You could do that, and then you could hit him for 100. And then another good peek is the right hand peek. So you make that edit, you stand behind the wall, and then you jump, and then you shoot. But some people, they just use the right hand peek, and then they just like leave themselves in the open if they don't actually use the peek. And then so let's say if you did a mongrel classic, he could go this way, and then you could pre-box him right here. Or he could go this way, and then another pre-box. Or he could go to the back, but that's his wall. And then you could pre-piece, and then you could full box him. Or he could go up. So make sure to always have like a wall there, so he'll be stuck. And also make sure to always have their cone, so when they have the floor, they can't go up because I have a cone. Okay. So next is crosshair placement tips. So if you want to free build like this, you want to always keep your crosshair like that. Like make the smallest amount of adjustment in your edit as possible. Because some people do that. And then they mess up a lot. And that's not what you do. And then the next tip is for you to actually play claw or paddles. I know not everyone wants to switch to claw or paddles. But it's like, and if you don't want to switch to claw or paddles, that's fine. You can use custom binds. Because a lot of people also use custom binds if they don't want to play claw or paddles. And then for the next thing, I'm going to be showing you guys my settings. So these are my graphic settings. So I have 150 brightness. Colorblind mode is Tritano. Wait, if you want it a little bit darker, you could put it at, let's say, 115, and then you could put Tritano or colorblind strength to 5. But I like having my game as bright as possible because you have shadows on PS5. Okay, and then for this, just do this whatever you want. You could copy mine. And also subtitles. This is really important. Make sure subtitles is off. It gives you so much input delay. Put it extra small, white, none, and clear. Okay, and then voice chat doesn't really matter. Okay, NA East, and then nobody really uses gyro, so you can just turn this all the way off. Just turn this all the way off. But if you're on Nintendo Switch, make sure to use gyro. It's really actually good on Nintendo Switch, though. Alright, let's just turn everything off. Alright, go. Okay, and then for keyboard, if you're on keyboard, I would prefer using. I would use these settings right here. Wait, let me just get these settings. I would use these settings if you're on keyboard, but I don't play on keyboard, so. Hold up. Okay, and then for this, you want to put it 45.1, just if you're on keyboard, though. Because some people like to put their sensitivities different. That's fine, but like it kind of messes you up because you'll have like a different sensitivity on each. And then for the build and edit multiplier, you just want to have them at 100%. and zoom scaling legacy. So for the controller settings, slide hold time 0.100 seconds, reset camera axis both. It has like be both or pitch. Yaw isn't good. That's what I know. And then for your build and edit multipliers, it should be 2.2. This is a smooth and not too fast, not too slow sensitivity. And then for the look, horizontal and vertical speed, 39% on each. If you want to use a boost, 3% boost is really good, just if you want to flick onto people. And then for ADS, each 8%. If you want to use a boost, I'd recommend 2 or 4 for each. And then scope speed multiplier, this is for like snipers, so put it 0.95. And then linear, these settings only work if you're linear. If you want to use Expo, use Pro Player Reach settings, go check them out. And then aim assist 100%. Don't listen to people that say just put your aim assist strength at 99%. It doesn't do anything. And then for your dead zones, 10, 10. And that's it for my settings. And also, for my binds, custom binds, use right hand claw, and then you can actually use custom binds and use different binds if you're on controller, if you don't want to play claw. Okay, and guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. And make sure to like and subscribe. And I'm gonna keep free building. Peace out.